Alright, welcome back. Today, let's do an oil change on my 1986 Kubota B7200HST D tractor. It has a 3-cylinder diesel engine in it, so I picked up some Rotella T4 15W40. That's what I've been using the last few years. Seems to work just fine. I also have a genuine Kubota HH150-32094 filter. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what you need to get this done. Now the first thing that you're going to want to get is to have an empty catch pan. This one's not completely empty. It's got about that much oil in it, but I think it'll be fine. Let's slide that under, kind of out of the way. What you're going to need is a 14mm wrench. You can try to use a 14mm socket, but if you have the four-wheel drive tractor, you have the drive line for the front axle, and the tube is somewhat in the way. Now, what you can do to work around that is, if you put the bucket down and lift a little bit, you have enough flex here that you can shift that drive shaft out of the way just enough to get you enough room to get your socket in there. Now, let me show you here. I'm going to grab a photo and drop it in so you can see what we're looking at. I think somebody's coming up my driveway. I'll be right back. Well, that was unexpected. That was FedEx delivering a package. My wife went into town earlier, and I guess she left the gate open. So I'm surprised the guy was able to find his way up here. It's a half mile from the county road up to the house. I think this is an item for my retro computing channel, but I'm going to go ahead and open it here to check. Yeah, it is. It is a bunch of HPIB interface stuff for talking to old test equipment. Yeah, man, that's way cool. All right. If you want to see what I'm going to do with this, shameless promotion here. If you want to see what I'm going to do with this, come on over to Retro Computing Ranch. Check out that channel. I'm always working on something vintage computer related. Alright, so we're going to work at getting our socket up in here. Well, that's already loose. I guess that's going to work. Let me move my drain pan. Alright, so we got that loose, and I've got my drain pan up under here. I'm going to endeavor to remember to open the open the pan so that I don't freak out when I get oil everywhere. There we go. Alright, let's get this plug out. I did have to move the tractor over here, so hopefully this oil is not too hot. Okay, there we go. Cool. Well, we're going to let this drain for a few minutes. So I'll be back when it's done draining. All right. While we're waiting for that pan to finish draining, let's go ahead and install our new oil filter here. Now this oil filter, I actually got it at a thrift shop. There's a thrift shop in the town where I work, and they buy storage unit stuff. And I went in there and I saw this filter and I thought, there's no way that that's for my tractor. And I did a quick Google search and figured out that indeed it actually is for my tractor. Alright, we're going to let that oil drain out there, but I'm going to get just a touch of it. And I'm just going to put it right on the seal. And get my rag and clean my finger off here. Now I know that you're saying I should probably be wearing some nitrile gloves while I'm doing this, but I don't have to change oil on stuff very often. This tractor gets its oil changed about once a year, so I'm not thoroughly concerned on it. Let's go ahead and get this filter installed. I'm going to have to move the blow-by tube out of the way just a touch. See if I can get it on there straight. Yeah, it's on there nice. Alright, let me clean up this oily mess a little bit. So, with that changed, let me crawl underneath and put that drain plug back in. We'll dump some oil in here and fire this old grumpy diesel back up and let it circulate just a little bit. Alright, I got the plug back in there by about a thread. Let me grab my wrench here. And we're just going to get that tightened back in as best we can. And if I can get that to go, I feel like I'm going to end up rounding that off. But it's tight. So let's see how that goes. Alright, we are all set up here. I'm going to go ahead and get my jug of oil. Find a clear spot here. Oh, that cap did not want to come out. There we go. Everything is looking good down in there. Let me start my pour. So I'm probably going to go about half the jug in here, and then once I get about half the jug in here, I'll start checking my level. I can hear it glugging, making its way down. That's yeah, that's about half. Stick the cap on there so we don't get any trash in it. Set my jug of oil to the side. Grab my red rag here. Now, one of the issues that I have on this tractor is that on the dipstick, the rubber piece is loose. And so I kind of have to guess as to where the correct level is at. So I probably usually have this overfilled a little bit, which probably leads to some churning down in there and some power loss, which when you've only got like 17 horse, you can't really afford a lot of power loss. But I'd rather have decent lubrication and a little power loss than have more power but be damaging the engine with excessive wear. Okay, let's pull this out again and see if we're showing a level on here yet. We are. We're right at the full mark. So I'm going to call that good. we're going to go ahead and get this put back here. I'm going to tighten that down. Give me just a moment here to set things aside. And we will get this started. So just to go through the run-up on this, I don't have any pressure built up yet. I always check the level in my radiator. I want to be able to see that beautiful green fluid down in there. I check my oil, but we just checked that. I get in here and check my air filter and check the catch here. It has a little bit of stuff in it, but it's not bad. Just give it a wipe down with the rag here. It's on the dirty side anyway. As long as we have good integrity to the clean side, we'll be good. So this cap has an ear on it. You have to just match it up with the notch to get things reseated properly. And of course you do want to make sure that you have things seated properly. That's actually upside down. There we are. That's seated, and then that is seated as well. I think that's going to be it at the moment. Let me grab my keys. Yes, I do keep my tractor keys on me at all times. So I'm going to set my throttle at about 1/3. It's like 75, 80 degrees. It's also Christmas Eve. But it is what it is. I'm going to give it just probably 10 seconds of glow and then see if I can get it to start. Alright, let's give her a go. Almost. Let's give it just a little more glow. These little Kubota 3-cylinders are pretty famous for being hard to start even when it's warm. There we go. We're going to let that circulate for just a minute, and then we'll check the oil level again. We let that circulate for just a few moments. Let's go ahead and check our oil level again. Make sure that we're still in the proper range. And of course it's all fresh oil, but it's already all black, which is not a surprising thing. Yeah, and we are right at the full mark on the stick. Of course, that's a subjective measurement because I don't actually know where full mark is at on the stick because the rubber part is loose. But I know it has oil, so we're going to call it good. I'm going to go ahead and take this rig and move it back to where I normally keep it parked and use it as needed. So thanks for tuning in. I'll be back before long with more videos on something or other, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.